The 30 way turn out for be positive. We get 22 from Western area urban, 5 from Western area rural, and 1 from both. Then the inbound passengers then get 2. Okay? So because of that 30 new cases we'll get today, the cumulative confirmed positive cases don't reach 3,081. For the past 24 hours, nobody no lost in life to COVID-19, so we still stand at 77. The one that in isolation, now 861. For the past 24 hours, 9 people recover from COVID-19. So we get 2,143 people now we don't beat COVID-19 na salon. The one that in quarantine na 664. The one that on discharge from quarantine na 13,013. Let me see what's happen na the Mano River Union countries them. Sierra Leone today na 30, just like as I announced. Guinea 3. Hey, Guinea get 3, waiting for kill. Liberia 0. Hey, Papa God. Ivory Coast 214. Ivory Coast. Una patron. With a total number of 276 new cases them for COVID-19 at the Mano River Union countries them. For the death, still like yesterday, Salon 77, Guinea 81, Liberia 84, Ivory Coast 142. That one they give you a total number of 384. Make we come to we program proper, since all just stay under the NACOVAC. Today, NACOVAC make them press release known to we. But before that, yesterday, Adenaya, I tell we say, something be dey na that NACOVAC meeting. We see something done. We go find Delilah. And then cratch waiting again for cratch. And something talk all thing. And Delilah back, he passed the news. When he passed the news, say people they want for get the breaking news. People don't want to forget the breaking news and then go post everything on social media. But now here I tell we say, true day pa that talk day. I say true day. I say right now, then they harass the people and say, who da go leak that secret? Well, all man be they deny. So what you see and today, what's be kind of in mind? You be say, Triple be talking more. Tell me the beg and say, if they want change and safe, then no bring a hard one. Let's just look like that one no more be don't know because we no say that they not true. Okay. This now what thing they want make me NACOVAC coordinators them their statement on the revised measures for address the second wave of COVID-19 na Salone. The second wave. So then just choose for call and second wave. Or after the meeting and then determine say the second wave. However, the first notice we then pull, mistake be dated by the date. We then say January 21, 2020 instead of 2021. Yes, somebody not be proofread. Somebody not being go over again. So then we call them out on social media. And we uploaded it. The 2020 We're not changing nothing. I don't talk now over and over why we know the tamper. Not to me they make correction for government. And then pull them, na the official statement. Later then we go change them though. We then change them, then send to we back the corrected one them, then we upload the corrected one again. So if you go to the website now, the corrected one, you go meet the. But before, now the one we get the mistaken, we'll say a date 20, but inside the body of the press release, all the dates then correct. Adjust that one the normal. Okay. Let's continue. They don't correct them anyway. Then say Sierra Leone, then in 43rd week of the coronavirus outbreak with 3,051 cumulative confirmed positive cases. And say as declared by the Director General of the West Africa Health Organization during the 85th Ordinary Session of ECOWAS Council of Ministers, with sub-region is now experiencing the second wave of COVID-19. So this second wave we then say, not to then talk more, because I make a be the axe gist now, but then say, now the West Africa Health Organization, now then say, na second wave. Now in West Africa, they get so. That second wave, they are nothing say each Liberia. Liberia didn't get a young game. I'm holding our West Africa, but that second wave, I don't think it don't reach there too. But let's continue. They say since December 2020, we don't see high rise in confirmed COVID-19 cases. Largely, then feel to say, then go mix them with the festive season. Now the festive season and then go blame for this high rise because December 1, 2020 and January 18, 2021, the positive cases from routine tests and outbound passengers alone account for over 80% of confirmed positive cases. And they say this strongly indicates active community transmission. From December 1 to January 18, 80%. Or remember what I can say 100 and almost for week. They say 80% of their numbers then believe saying from the community. Because now routine test and then when they one left salon, and then they test positive for COVID-19. Our nation took appropriate measures for keep COVID-19 in check during the first wave. During the first wave, then say Salon, take all the measures then. We must, with renewed vigor and extra vigilance, put together as one nation for address this second wave. Okay. Then say, as the presidential task force don't direct, they hereby announce the following measures. We go into effect on a Monday, January 2021 for a period of 2 weeks, and it goes subject to review. Period of 2 weeks, then go review them. And not say then go list them, but then go review them. If you get for continue well, they left and take go. If you get for say well, changes don't they? Well, then go make the changes. But trust me, 2 weeks is not going to fix this. So we're going to be in a long run with this one. And so Triple A feel. But now they go no more. Number 1, restricted movement in and out of Western area. During this period, community testing will be conducted. Restricted movement in and out of Western area. They go, they can't say free tongue. The one that in the provinces, let the left day. Now the provinces, the plazas and everything, they come out well, the driver them, and now they can do and then be doing the last time. But who that in the provinces get for left day, who that in a free tongue get for left day. But there is a catch if you want for come na free tongue. But now they say na restricted movements. 2. Nighttime curfew will be reintroduced nationwide from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Nighttime curfew go come back. You know say them be don't pull them. But it get for come back from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. for the next 2 weeks. But they don't know. And then go review then say then lift time or we continue with the dance. Number 3, an electronic pass system when at the e-pass go be used for regulate all essential movements. Well, then driver then the eat business like I be the say no more. All lengthing then they get for go through back that e-pass system. Number 4, all essential movement of persons from the Western area will require proof of a negative COVID-19 test valid for 72 hours. That first one until we say, they able to come out for go na the provinces. But if an essential movement you want for make, if you feel to say any kind way you get for common a free tongue for go na the provinces, you get for take COVID-19 test now. And that COVID-19 test day, if you take them within 72 hours, we want for common a free tongue for go na Makeni, Bo, Kenema, Kailao, Cambia, you name it. As long as na free tongue you dey comot for go, you get for take test too. So let you not feel to say na the one that they try for left salon no more now. Now you get for take test. But oh yeah, now you have to take the test if you want for come out na free tongue. Number 5, restaurants and bars not go operate during weekends and club remain banned. When they say remain banned, club them be banned than before. We not be see this December people and they go na club. Una left. Una for just say una they introduce club ban again. Because club no remain banned. People and be they go club will be they see them. But the restaurants and bars would say no go operate during weekend. So now weekend na in COVID-19 the waka. Or because now weekend, now we can see a lot of people they go na beach and all these places they get fun. What they need to give for your reward. So now they say weekend now, restaurants and bars them not go open. They not go operate. But then go operate during the week. So if you want get a nice, if you want chill, they say now you go for do and during the week. You not go do am weekend again. Let's see how the week you go all water as compared to the weekend. But you can't see them for waiting. Close the bars them or close the restaurants them because waiting do. Yeah, now they then serve them get for keep the economy going, people and they work for them and all these things. But who they know for your reward? I'm still not on the talk now, yeah. If somebody can want for bear witness with me, say long time now, yeah, I don't they announce say if not, they measures then go out and back. Now they see so. Now they see so. Eh? Number 6. Places of worship go hold service for not more than 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. Where more than one service may be conducted. But therefore disinfect thorough one. For clean the place, disinfect thorough one in between the service they want for all. If not, wahala go dey. All sporting activities can only be conducted without spectators. You know, say them, they don't lift the ban on sporting activities. So they say, problem not the deal. But if una want play, na empty field una go play. Na stadium una get for go play, na empty stadium, spectators not get for Didi. Number 8. They say now for wear face mask, na all the public premises and public transportation na mandatory by force. And then go fully enforce them, and the defaulters will be penalized. Defaulters will be penalized. No wonder, you see the first lady today, he wear face mask where they do that sanitary pad distribution. Self don't begin wear face mask now. Ladi da done, holiday done. Back to business. Eh? So you serve the ordinary citizen as Sierra Leone. Tidoyei, face mask, mandatory. Eh? Holiday done. So we can begin watch now. They want them at TV. Because even TV, they not be the wear face mask again. We can begin watch them. Then we give time so that the second wave go get a dance. So since they get a dance now, I say mandatory. All public meetings, this is number 9, including activities them, where them ministry then they do, then departments, then agencies them, then go take all the COVID-19 measures them. The messages them for comply, and all the non-state actors them required for do likewise. You make so per state business, you not make so, you are required to do likewise. NACOVAC, they work assiduously, tranga one, for strengthening the test regime. Now the land borders them. And say the test regime, they say because they cannot say people them, they bypass the airports now, they go pass through the land borders, Guinea and Liberia. Even though it close, but hey, I can talk one word, then so get porous borders them. They say so, then they try all means possible, and they work tranga one. For make the land borders them self begin for test, and you go pay where they can't through the land border, not for free. Then say this that an extremely difficult moment for we country, but together we all can help for curtail the spread of COVID-19 and maintain the success we don't make. In the call on all for continue for remember the one them who don't lost to this disease, and we dey pray for the dedicated man and woman them we dey help for fight against COVID-19 as alone. I want to tell we all thank you for your attention. Brigadier Retired Kelly Hassan Conte, Interim National Coordinator, NACOVAC. You don't hear you? Wetin you take out of wetin I just announced so from the NACOVAC? Eh? Okay. We're not going to waste any time. Why should you think bottom? Make a come with Usman Toli. Make we hear waiting he get for we today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Thank you very much, Triple A. And indeed, yesterday you talk about that. You say would expect some revised measures them for address the second wave of COVID-19. Indeed, you talk about that yesterday. And thank you very much for giving me that opportunity today for talk on the revised measures them for address the second wave of COVID-19. First of all, what I go do, I go just choose some of the fundamental statement them where the press release will come out from NACOVAC make about the revised measures them for address the second wave of COVID-19, and go look at the implications them. What it mean to the country. So to start with, we all know say the fundamental statement we come out from the Director General of the West African Health Organization during the 85th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Council make a lot of difference here, because now say West African countries them now the sub-region they experience this second wave of COVID-19. So consequently, it lead we to some of the health institutions them, faculty, some of the health institutions them for take action. Well, I think if you can quite remember Triple A now this very forum, I've been say I've been state some of the factors them will lead to the increase in COVID-19 cases them. We are attribute to three important factors them. One of the factors will contribute to the surge in COVID-19 cases, now denial in this country. Don't move all out this country, as I say, more than 90% of the people in this country still not believe say COVID-19 they exist. And then they still go with that belief they. That's one of the reasons that people do not still believe and deny. And then secondly, the festive season, the Christmas season. People then the enjoyments increase, a lot of social activities that may take place. So that increase in social activity will lead to a surge, an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases. And then finally, we see the number of visitors that we come at the country, we come out from the diaspora, also contribute to the increase in number of COVID-19 cases them. So these are clearly the three factors them will lead to the increase in COVID-19 cases then. Now, let's look at some of the measures then where you state clearly, Triple A. One of the, some of the statements then we come out from the press release, we very much think say we will talk about it. We'll talk about that. From the press release, it said between December 1, 2020 and January 18, 2021, they say positive cases from routine tests and outbound passengers alone account for over 80% of confirmed positive cases, which strongly indicate active community transmission. In other words, there is increase in testing. That's one. And then secondly, people are where they travel for come now this country, the diasporans that we come, where they try for left this country. These are the two things them where contribute. It's 80%, over 80%. You know, say where we the left now this country now, who will come from the diaspora, who the left, who don't come, who don't interact with the community, you know. So before you left this country, therefore do your COVID-19 test. So in the force you for one, so then they will lead to the increase in COVID-19 cases and then the increase in number of testing. So clearly that shows there is community transmission. Clearly there is community transmission. And the thing about COVID-19, we all know is symptomatic. You know, you will carry you feel say everything is okay, then we go for the test and go tell you otherwise. As most of we now, who they try for return, when they think about that. So that is very sensitive. And this new measures, when they say they start Monday the 25th, they say it will last for 2 weeks. But as you say, AAA, we all know say it will last more than that. But for them, it's a start. For them, it's a start. But we know say most likely it will last for more than 2 weeks. And then when you look at the press release, the measure 5, 6, and 8, the restaurant them, the bars them, you know, no go operate during weekends, the clubs remain banned, places of worship, restrictions don't come, mandatory wearing of face masks. We all know some of these measures, are they real? Are they realistic? Now this country, where me don't come for the last 4 months, I don't visit, I don't see. I doubt very much if those measures will be realistic. I doubt very much. We know Triple A, just before the festive season, before the Christmas season, before activities and they start, the police they may release a press statement where they warn we about the measures them where they in place, where honestly AAA, those measures were just there, but people do not observe them. I doubt very much the way how things they go, whether 5, 6, and 8 measures in this country go all water. I doubt it very much. Mandatory wearing of masks, na money making in this country. Very few people only wear masks. And then they only wear them when the authorities are around. Weekend, in terms of club, bars, these things and mostly some of them restrictions may still in place, or people can still enjoy. Some of them restrictions are not to say them and lift them day, but people can just ignore them and go about what they want for them. So I doubt very much whether these restrictions go all water at this country. Now let me look at the implications then of these measures then where the government don't say they don't bring back at this country. Well, let's look at from the economic perspective. We all know this country at the moment, things are very difficult. And people are worried right now, especially the very poor one them. And they worry about the economic implications in terms of the curfew, in terms of movement, inter-district. Especially people where they come buy business, now the Western area and Freetown here, now they say, so situation therefore can very difficult for the very poor. Business system alike. The one way they do business system, situation is already bad. Now then they can experience a worse situation. So now some of the implications, and we know the first wave, what may happen at this country, increase in number of riots as a result of the COVID-19 measures. Then, yeah, increase in riots. Yeah, an angry man, an hungry man is an angry man. Yeah, during the first wave of COVID-19, the Tumbo riot. Yeah, we get the Lunsar, Lunsar riot. All the riots and they occur because people then be really the one due to the restrictions them because the economic situation be really bad, so people then take to riots. Yeah, there's another possibility that we will see some of the increase in riot we're going to see during the first wave. So these are some of the economic implications that we would worry about in terms of the measures that we didn't bring them back. In terms of governance and politics, yeah, we know say COVID-19 get a negative impact on policy system and implementation. Yeah, they get negative impact on some of the policies that when they bring as well as implementation. No wonder politicians will always tell the way, then they fail for do the implementation, then they use COVID-19 as an excuse to some of them failures. Then we go for the see that. And we say, well, the second wave, we don't plan for do this, we don't plan for do that, but because of COVID-19, we may get for slow down, not be able to do this. We are going to see that. It's an unfortunate situation for the country and for the government. That waves here where they happen. And as it stands, we all know, although we have seen the introduction of a vaccine, reliable one them, but when African countries them will begin benefit from this is another matter, because we rely on donation. We rely on donations. So we wait for the other countries that when they don't exhaust, nothing left to give it. So the possibility of benefiting from then new vaccination will come up, it get for delay, it get for happen, but we will be the last people that will get for receiving here. Yeah. Well, as we know, now then they look for international support. Yeah, when they bring the measures, yeah, then they look for international support from the IMF, from the World Bank, then they look forward to that. And they expect again, and look forward to what they will do for we. And likely then go tell you say we'll get for revised budget. Yeah, the 2021 financial budget. Yeah, it happened. Remember? Yeah, where the first wave kicked in and bring what in called the quick economic recovery program. Yeah, and then bring in what we call a complementary project. Yeah, because of COVID-19. We don't know how this back will affect the budget, the 2021 budget. Whether they will bring in revised measures, we will bring a revised growth. So talk about the safety net and cash transfers. Well, we don't know whether that will happen again in this second wave and how long it lasts. It all depends on the magnitude, the level I go for take. Whether how long will it last? Is it going to last for a very long time? And they bring in some of these measures. Yeah, whether for revise what's in the non-state, now the 2021 budget. Yeah, whether then will bring in some safety net because of the hardship where the measures they get for bring up. So these are some of the implications in terms of economic, in terms of politics, in terms of governance, in terms of social, and so on and so forth. So I will stop here, I'll give a chance to other panelists then. Thank you very much, Triple A, and thanks to everybody who is listening. Thank you for your effective analysis where actually they make, they break these things down to the lowest, way we will understand. Thank you very much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, yes, sir. Well, we do hear from Usman Toli. Now your submission that one day for the reintroduced of CURFEW na salon. Make we come with us friend. Make we hear waiting in get for we for today. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform, and thanks to the previous analyst, Mr. Usman Toli. The issue of this reimposing of then this issue of this new measure, so they don't take us alone. As a result of growing concern for the level of cases that would grow positive, and again towards that the level of compliance what the people and they do towards taking the measures that would prevent this sickness, so this COVID-19. And because of this non-compliance with the people that we don't use, they don't get a bit of compliance. Some of them we don't reach halfway towards the situation of this kind of preventive measures. You can get some people who will comply, but because of the level of compliance don't begin to drop back, and against with the in proportion with the rise of the positive cases, then you see the government therefore taking stringent measures then for them will put things in place. And this refer to the body who are the presidential task force who decide this issue. Because then, according to the act, now then therefore the issue then they make, we involve Brigadier Kelly, the vice president, and even the president, depending on whether if they attend or not, with some other few people and they within the presidential task force. So then come out with them measures there where you don't emphasize about outside in the lockdown, how even the Muslims again for the pray, the times they wouldn't they go pray, then for change, then for disinfect after every service, then bring them back as they begin, then the wearing of masks, and then the movement of the people and the vehicular movements inside the city. We want come on out and see you get forget e-pass, one electronic pass. So possibly come on a free go no more like I want. So you get for travel under e-pass and enter the e-pass. Then the nationwide then get the coffee one from 10 to 5 in the morning. So then do the measure so then we're able to cut down the spread of the disease. But when we look at the way people have done the comply based on the death rate, you go see because of the perception within the see, then they always say this is not real in the way we would see in real other countries, we in a moderate one. But that is not the case because this is the epidemiological issue where they try to know how this virus get for day. On our side, this virus they find the corner it go lead on pop, then it begin to mutate to another variant with different from what in I we don't know. So all those kind of things to avoid it all, people then get for just comply. But looking at the situation, which Mr. Usman Tolib try to emphasize about the vaccine, I will get for throw a bit of light into that area there. Because the area, now the last resort to that one day, because the way WHO do them, then get the diagnostic section, the treatment, and the vaccine. These are the three main pillars they wouldn't been wouldn't set up. So areas then they will come to get the diagnostic for diagnose them. Okay, but the treatment in not been there when are the actual treatment in the way for day. All right, then you get the vaccine when at the last resort. So if you come out with the vaccine, what in WHO do in April, because Donald Trump he been get for refuse for give money to the WHO because of the way wouldn't they behave with the Chinese, then they say WHO they don't want to address the issue of the way China they deal with this China is responsible. So in other words, WHO they cover there, so Ingo withdraw. And when you look at the income where US they give towards the World Health Organization, then they give actually a very good amount because between 2019 and 20, they give $400 million. But after that one, they now they stop. So in other words, then they give more than 50% of the funding where the WHO they need. And WHO, what they need, then get a different budget they can get. But the last budget we they do before this COVID year, now about 2 to 3 billion US dollars. But when this thing comes for now, they say, well, let we step up. Let we put up to 6 billion because we got to target a lot of things. So, but because the other area have been there, where now this COVAX, in they say, let we target waiting at 2 billion. And waiting at this COVAX, who WHO been bring camp. Now the area outside Mr. Tony they ask how we be able to forget this vaccine. Now an area where WHO been set up for countries them a kind of insurance where they put money towards then would raise up this $2 billion US, then they give manufacturers them, and then they give scientists them and areas, and so that they go able to add up the number of vaccines, so that the one they will go out for buy, they go buy at a cheaper price, and then the one they will buy, and we'll see what then go able for reimburse, then go take that one, they then do and through UNICEF, the guy UNICEF they go and vaccinate, and you get about 49 countries them, we in our topmost countries them, we then be not involved pandemic wire. But a total now of I think 64 high income economic countries, 64. And of the 64 high income economic countries, you don't get a number with total to 194 members then. But the other members, they don't get big money, they just they give half. So what in WHO give and release them this day when a Tedros he give that release the concern about this donation what they get, so that they're able to help the other countries them, they can big one. So America we don't pull out. But we don't know what this new president now they can help for do towards that one day. And then don't see say other countries they know they get. So presently as we stand, they don't get 39 million doses worldwide. And our 49 higher income countries only don't do them. And you remember the world population is about 7 billion, 874 million, they get 965,825 people as of today. So you look at the vaccine for like go reach there, then the question how it go reach there. So now then they try to say, well, let we make the countries there, we not get it. The only side we don't get now Africa, now 25 doses. It is not 25 million, it is not 25,000, but 25 doses. And now USA, I think, now Guinea, now India don't get only. So only higher income countries. So then they try to call out let the countries and go make. So the only way Africa get for getting in there are two proportion from this COVAX fund. So with the president, the US government who don't cancel, then we're able for put that fund there, then get for game because Donald Trump he don't die. Fight that cause day, now he make operation what they call warp speed. Now add up the vaccine, what they make with the boss, they don't make. But other countries then they make when are they young. So when they come to that area, they say, well, the country will get for looks, we will not reach that stage, we have the diagnostic and with the effect with the treatment. So the only way we'll be able to meet up with this area while we wait for the vaccine production, because you get for need a lot. Now only 35 million doses, and 35 million doses, you're looking at a population of 7 billion. So you look, say, just like when they cook for our job cook is different way they cook on your host. So Usa you get pot for our job. As he say na fit on them get that system when they say, oh, go rent them pots there because some man no go just go keep big pot now, also we don't need them. So then they get people that way they go rent to. So that is what the WHO try for fend with the vaccine production there. Countries that will get areas that are suitable with laboratories will be for producing in bigger amounts with the fund that they do. So that is the target when they do. So that's the only way where we will likely get for able for survive inside this. Because the West Africa, then they do see this and other thing, then they meet up how they were able to do this. But you get for put money towards the COVAX, like Osusu. So it's up to where we get for put that fund there. So if the WHO say, well, when I don't meet up to get the fund, now that one day Tedros, they can complain now, let other countries and get for put before. So the only thing no more why they say, let the people then comply to hand washing and wearing their mask and in close proximity then get for keep far. Because what they don't tell we why they wear the mask, now because in case the person he cough or he sneeze, now 2 meters from original findings in the virus they move. So by that 2 meters, if you're not able, they fall. The only thing about when they get conspiracy theory about for say the thing are airborne. The airborne is only when you get a tight space where air not dey flow. Na friend say back when you dey wear you mask because of the ventilation go for day back because na aerosol, but not for saying na airborne. So people then get for the wash their hand and get for keep the distance and avoid areas that when super spreading events like what you they see some people and they do say they gather they do this. And we don't know what this type of variant we did, so that they go able to keep while they wait for let the vaccine they go. Before they go, the only thing no more I just been highlight from Brigadier Kelly his speech because he guess how he gave his speech today. He give a long speech which is very clever and he actually be very polite. He will be very good. But the only mistake no more way I see and he talk the fact But the fact is with a mistake. The fact we talk say, when I for the wash in your hand and use sanitizer, I say, even though you know, say water is difficult for let them get on a certain place, but if you wear your mask, you don't do well for the people. Well, that is quite good in some sense, but you have to actually be washing your hands. But you then get for CC, this is another area we lack. So then they on one side, we don't expose say there is a need for them to help play water within the country. Because if you listen in speech, he see and say he mention and they Pusa talk about water availability. He confess them, which is quite good, but the only thing let we try for help for that water system at the country. And let them try for help the health system. And waiting they don't implement is quite good, but the area now we still not able to fulfill how the behavioral pattern of the people then they match with the compliance of the thing because of this type of sick way now sick way they whole mortal man but all waiting you feel say they do on the normal. So what is becoming normal before is abnormal with a new normal, and the new normal is to wear your mask, wash your hands, and then you keep the distance. So you see the normal way day is replaced by something abnormal, but it is normal to make things go normal. It's very difficult because the human being don't use for the go closer church and feel the sense of feeling, the sense of churching. It gets a psychological effect where people are not feel in church, feel in church. So that is a psychological effect. But how you be able to stand them when you see say there is a need for save me life and save others? So that now the area where the government then they battle everywhere how this they get for go. In Nigeria self normal they see people and they manage. But the areas where I feel they're not able for lock, now also people and go able for access their food, which they know say that they don't help. But they cry again, let the government try for help the mayor and the city and other places, let them go spread the market, open up this thing because the virus in a 1 year they can't go so. And you will be looking at another year before all these things are getting to shape so that the vaccine and other things will go. So they will try help, let people and get spaces them. Let me to place more cluster. Now for that they let people and still they move up and down, even though they restrict inter-district and urban movements they for in and out of the urban area. So that one then they help. So it's very, very essential. Let them go try put that in there in place gradually as then they go. That will reduce some of these restrictions. Where they go, people are able to observe space, people are able to wear masks. First, someone at a passionate behavior wouldn't get in salon. The behavior, if not want to get those things, they can adjust it. Now, for that, they don't say bad, they're not open. Then they're not open at all weekend. In fact, from now, no bar. And then weekend, some place they want a restaurant they open. So Monday to Friday. So they were able for just reduce so that people then go able to forget super spread between them. So now me on take that one, they let God people then abide and let the government put things in place and let we get for see how the WHO get for help with this COVAX system, when a vaccine insurance within the put. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God bless me all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, you're most welcome, sir.
Yeah. Well, we want to say thanks to us friend and Usman Tholi for their submission. Well, with that kind of explanation there, don't know when the vaccine go they available in Salon. When see the last thing until we say and they talk with the Africa CDC, but then say they no say, available right now. Just no. They no go get somebody watch. They want to go and travel for come out, they go take her out, then they go inside the country back. I not calling them, but they watch for them. Yes. And they will go believe say, well, this the kind way Salon COVID day right now. Let we left first bar. Let we go take her out of Salon. The way done, you go come back. But right now, safe. All the country there, no more. But mostly na people them way they in the medical field. Aye. All right. Let me see. Okay, Michael Coker. Yes, Mike. All right. So, we'll go send for go look for him. Let's see. Mike Cook, not to Mike na Filio. But I think Mike na early. If I get them right. But the phone line open now. Phone line open. If you want to be part of the program, you get the opportunity. We will talk about the new measures. So don't people know why you reward. COVID-19 they spread right now. Even when they spread, so people they still not believe back. Now here I be talk. I say if you doubt say COVID-19 this alone, well this holiday, then one the way they cancel. Believe ya, say COVID-19 day. I talk na ya. Because waiting do, if you be visiting a play one be dede, COVID-19, the one that we go now, who side and come on, na the real one dede. Because remember, yes, we test before we go, but then get everything and call 14 days incubation period. So something like that 10 day way in order to show face. So by the time we reach, and the time go down pop and show himself. So now make some man still where you reach there and they say, yes, you test positive and all this and whatnot. Some man back one left, they test positive. So I don't know. But anyway, the phone line open now. 232-78-990-991. That's if you want for call on WhatsApp. Or you can call direct. United States or United Kingdom. United States 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom 44-739-803-0402. Phone lines open now. We talk about the reintroduction of curfew and other measures them. Now the provinces don't turn the diaspora. We were left free tongue as an essential worker for going to the provinces or any essential service we want for go. We require you for left free tongue and go to the provinces. 72 hours you get for take COVID-19 test. And you get for proof say you negative before you go there. Yes, caller, you there live on here. You name and side you call from, please.
Hello, me na PSG.
Yes, PSG, get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, no problem. First and foremost, they tell the government thank you for the measure they put, but this measure they put on late because if we don't do it earlier before time, then don't I tell one talk about that country they make the government they listing the people them. So now people they still talk say this stick not that country. Many people they don't argue about na yanda. We're very bad. Now the suit that happen inside who they are. With the suit happen in South America. They do mass grief where they bury the mass grief. Watch over TV now. Yes. So but then that country is small to them they put them on politics and for stop. When they leave this politics business for politics things. Put on politics. Then even there's a watch AIV, it's a triple A. I watch AIV, a listing where then they make someone choose them, then they talk, they no get marks. Even that football meet to the whole slapper. The boss man, they always run at the meeting. They no get marks on the face. AIV back. Even the boss man, Mr. Napo, that program we make, they no get marks. I get the photo now. I had the photo I get it for I was stand for you. No good. At least when they take that serious. Then number two, the government, if they listen to me, may not watch posting. May the government, Mr. Bio, may it do in work with the one that we did under the head. Because salon put them habit. When they say this, may not make things soft. We make salon a country for root with heavy hand. I talk at today. When you say the file politics or posting talk, it is spoil. Once they begin to do something the right thing, we for made the country before, one of them salon for better. As they begin condemn, they left her. We don't go for see what people and talk now they take. No. We not do what fight for the government, what good for tomorrow. But they try to protect people in life. And life is try to protect. But they didn't take up for that. Number two, back, look, even the want to do business, they make comments say the government make sure you know put everything any position in place. Government don't go count money give all man. Even now not possible now, yeah. We not to go now right now. To wood now. Yeah. So if you say they lock, they don't give a notice. When I lock with that small lockdown, they say, when I do them. Yeah. When so America will not happen, so sorry, they will not now. It's a triple, some places they right now, when they want to pull them out of the house, so they will pay. If you have something happen, so I don't matter, you will go catch somebody. When they catch you, we no parents, they say, come out. 2-3 months. Let it work. So may the government take a stand for do what it do. Let them put the law, may them abide by the law. And then police and back when left the police one get by the law. May they put it to the mommy. This Salon, I believe they give them 100% Salon. I respect the force and same body. When they patrol, may them patrol the Salon army. Because the Salon person they put for let them guide. We push the car by them pass. They take more than give them put in pocket. With Salon military, when they say no, there are no nonsense at all. Then the last one, that border is not protected. Let them protect the border. I got somebody come on go Salon. Now Guinea pass. Who say run Guinea? Tell me it's not Guinea pass. I say a lie. He said, but I pay, then take pass with me load. He tell me plain who argument you. I show me ticket. Say na Guinea pass. So people they pass a Guinea from the diaspora with brothers and sisters. So make the mandate proper. Guinea man they take bribery. Guinea man they na bandit them. French man say bandit na thief man they. Guinea man I like na motor my head against them motoka. You get money they pass to them. We tell them say Ngbesa. Pass so you say give me you. They pass. So when we don't follow them, that border is still porous. Make the man proper. Make the man the border. I dey tell them. Make the man that border there. May not make any joke about that. People they pass there. May not confuse you. I get the proof. We get people don't go Salon. We don't come back and tell you see and pass and give me. Somebody go Liberia. They drop it, enter. They green screen everything up. Yeah. But even if they say border lock so, then they pass there with things with them things in. Can I say Salon? Why that for be? So Namion, take that on.
All right, thank you very much, PSG.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they're live on air. Your name inside the coffin, please.
I'm Kuruma, I come from the United States.
Yes, Kuruma. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, AAA, me, I don't belong for this actually, for me, the government put NTI in place. Because this thing come out, me, they ever accept, COVID. So waiting at the friend AAA, I go to my physician today. Yeah, I say why I don't say me not be on the go it. Not tell I say that because of the COVID. I tell me say COVID not the go no side. These are Indian man doctor. I mean, he tell me he said this thing they are run for 5 good years. They are run for 5 good years. They're talking about the vaccine. AAA is even a Kimega vaccine available in a salon today. Because I don't get one shot. I mean, I be kind of look surprised. I be thinking a one off, but you get one. Then after 28 or 21 days, you go for the other one. Trust me, that will get for be another problem. Of course, people that already kind of look by and say, I mean, the vaccine is that. Like kill white man one kill it. Come on. And most of the brothers and sisters, when we all there can say the same thing. Can you imagine? We didn't have the mercy of the white people then. You didn't have a country, or if you didn't have a country, but the product to they live on. Come on. You know, people really plan for Kiwi. They will go crazy like this, at this particular time, say, try and get rid of population. So the vaccine they get until they can't go to salon. Trust me, people in never go to us say nothing. They're not taken. But I mean, for say, I tell the government thank you because it's like where the country really be on that kind of condition, people will not say something they were not right. So then go treat them serious. Yesterday, now over 4,000 people in America. I don't know if I'm the highest figure that from where it seems that. Thank you very much for giving me the audience. I'll continue to listen.
Thank you very much, Kuruma. Yes, caller, they're live on here. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yes, AAA. This is Adama from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes, ma.
Okay. The problem is this. They want where they're in charge, where they put all these laws in. You see how they walk around in the media, AAA. You and I know that. I mean, the one way they kill me the mostly is whether they put on their face, they put on their cheek, their chin. So what is the reason for you to wear the mask when you are not going to cover your face? So let it begin on from them. Let us set a good example. They say what you picking they do now women what in my mind part they do now picking the fella. So this year is going to be difficult too, because it's not going to be easy. People they're very, very stubborn. They're very, very stubborn. They do what they want to do, even though that where you will hurt them or kill them, they don't care. So now that kind of I don't understand that kind of way of us. Me, I will not ever understand that. So for them to put curfew hour again and all that, and they stop people then from going upline, people that will still go triple A. You know that. Yeah, people they got money, they just go bribe the policeman and they let them go. So I hope, to tell you the truth, this virus is not really meant for the continent of Africa. I'll tell you why. Because this is not Ebola. What did Ebola do? Because the kind of way that people they congested, they put the data on that beach day, like poda, we see them people they jam themselves. Because sometimes they say on AYV, even when a corner and the other say they talk. I mean, it's like they just don't care. So if this virus for really do harm now the continent of Africa, we're for in big trouble. So God really don't give us that blessing. If we only we go listen, or then one way they happen, only percentage 77% we don't get the death rate. Enough for even reach so. But people are very stubborn to pray. Let's just help all of us. But let's start from the master then. Let the master then begin put the mask on their face, whether they talk, whether they're not public. Because most of the time, they watch them, they show them, they say they do not, they don't do. They know they do. That doesn't mean for say the masses for follow them. But then they put the law, let them practice it. So that me I put that table today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adama.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Yes, caller, live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, I dey call from Algeria, Tripoli. I'm in Morocco, man.
Yes, from you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, I dey call from Libya, from Morocco. Yeah, well, like me own contribution now concerning the bylaws them. Well, it will hard for make people able to accept say this corona na salo in real because like that way then they get the upfront way then they fight the COVID-19 way then they pass the laws them then first they able match to the laws them way then they give and then first they break the law. So you way they can't convince me say this still not eater. And they see you they pick up me they eat them. How you able convince me for make me not eat them? Now they emphasize on the face masks. Then they publicize them, even the face masks for make them use them full. Always, if someone can able put and say in cover in mouth, but in no sin they ever able cover, when they say face mask, in put them full. And come to the borders them. We don't know if now revenue they can collect, they be collect all them borders they have so that we salon borders them. I like you get all kind laissez passer when you reach the you show all documents except they ask you for money back, you pay that money there. I don't can say that you come there. Like with this COVID-19 on this so now, and also enjoy can increase everything. Hence you get money and the border in the void force. The border in the void. For saying they will restrict people and movement at the border. Even they tell we Guinea lock the young border, saloon lock, people in the worker 24/7, then they use them bordering points then they. And like then they are like now the president saving and the first lady they go sit down and they work. Then they get side they will pass with people there. Only to only put into prayer no more they will make this year end. And we the diaspora, the people them back na the diaspora them. And then they confuse the layman don't get that for make they not believe this COVID-19. Because like if you dey call the people them, you dey tell them put her into a politics, send me to AAA. And for any word way we people them say, you don't travel, you don't go out of salon, anything where you talk, that in this salon and in the take. So we brothers and sisters the way in the Uber, I feel saying that the need for the put more emphasis on the social media, because right now the social media na govern salon presently in terms of any sensitization. At least let them go to make a audio the way they would sensitize people, them then share them na other WhatsApp group there. Like I'm being concerned, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much for more. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
This is Ibrahim from Maryland.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Triple, may God bless you. Yeah, for what you do for it, because it's not really easy. You get about the way you do, but still, it is sacrifice for Lord, you will know what they go on in our country. May God continue for bless you. The reason being, what you make beaucoup people in a salon and deny say Corona not in a salon. Me no say they, but what you make it deny. Now because of the authorities there, where they put the measures there, and then you follow the rules and regulation of the COVID-19. The president, I respect him for that. May God bless him. Always when you see the president, you see how with the mask. I watch today where he go, I think commission the agricultural instrument the way he go today. He get the mask, journalists they interview the president, and they put down the mask 19. They interview the president, it is the same mic. But the signal where the president put on his own mask, he not put on for talk. So all them laws they are already they put. If no more they enforce them, trust me, they don't need no coffee order, they don't need lockdown. If they enforce the rules the way then they put, they start from the authorities there. Trust me, the one they own the owner of people then go follow. But the law always they go after the poor one day, they left they own the big one day. This coffee order, not to stop the spread of this COVID-19. Because daytime, people are they mingle to themselves. Now only night they say enough for commot. But what about daytime? The way we stop them, people don't wear mask. People they go na TV station, they wear mask. The presenter, the host, and the guests there, they all need to put on mask. What happened the end of the year? Look the party who they go on. Right now, which make numbers they come offline. Now because of the people that don't come off free town, they don't go to the COVID-19 now offline because before we're not hearing numbers again offline. Now free town of the hearing numbers there. But because of they don't go enjoy their enjoyment, they don't care, they don't want to say thing there. Like what if first they don't talk about in video. Danny back don't tell people and say Corona no day na salon. Because the message we send say labor in America in Corona. So tell you say salon Corona no day. But me always at the advice say people may not follow the authorities then because then they get away for escape na salon. Una not get nothing, or not get up nowadays. The health system of the country is poor. Do you me the big una? Una follow what they tell una. Do you me the big? Thank you very much. May God bless you and bless Mama Salon.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
Hi, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah. Phone line look not heavy today. So in the next 5 minutes, phone line go close. In the next 5 minutes, the phone line go close. And like McDavid say, it's really sad for some people then because some people then they were exempt for make them wear face masks because of medical reasons. But some people then they not even know safe. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Hey, Triple A, thank you very much. This is Omar. I will call from Los Angeles.
3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. Triple A, my brother, I don't know why would they go through a cycle. We need to relax a little bit. The way we they make too much of anything beyond the people in the salon. But one thing I want to say is I want to give Sierra Leone government kudos because a lot of things and when we put in place where we all sit down at this show, we make a big deal after. Now in the United States, just today, President Biden, executive order this night. Everything was salon they do tonight, I don't do tonight. He don't sign say anybody with the can and now you for come with paper which you say you been tested for COVID in your country or outside the come out. And then the quarantine you are just not get clear whether now you go quarantine yourself now also then you put you in a place. He mentioned that and he passed an executive order yesterday, all federal building. Today you don't add more executive order. Every public place now from bus or train or taxi or if you don't get mask for thing, you need to go inside it. So if then they do and somebody go and say, oh, then get every day. No, not give me that. We don't make too much excuses for people. I listen to prime time news this evening. When they talk about that, they go ask people the same argument, and then they come, well, what you could do? We never sell. Now they make me small thing there. Well, not the weekend, that they make money. Boo! Shame on you. Die. If not for that 2 weeks there, if you need able to do it, die. You okay? We now say that if we're not able to survive these 2 weeks, we're not going to die, he die. We're not die, you okay? But if enough is enough. People like therefore adhere. The people that they in a complete denial, then they argue anytime where this government, even if not in the past government, because we're not in a no party, but people that just get to understand say this thing is real. Let me get another group who are even today they tell them, if this government not able to give a woman the way to go born, oxygen, what do you feel say if you get corona, you need oxygen and go give you? So all that for don't ring in your brain and help yourself. If the government not help you help yourself. People and they talk all the time. If they're sick, then they even know what they say right now, you not get a cure, but then get some side where they go. You not get out. You don't got money for you buy bread, let alone money for get oxygen or go sit down in any hospital. Why then you sit down they argue? When they give mask, you put on a pocket. Then we blame the government. I'm tired of why diaspora they blame government for everything. The people that they doctor don't talk about. People that they get the mask, when they say wait mask, they say this on the pocket. That ain't for them. It's for them on your face. So right now, I mean, if you left me, I want to be make to 4 weeks, maybe even 8 weeks. If you say these 2 weeks go make you die, well, you die, you okay, you go before, we go meet you there. But then therefore implement, then therefore put measures there. Enough is enough. Now that's no more, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Umar. Three more minutes, the phone line they close. I go down close the phone line. Then I give me on to that thing they can't have for call. 3 more minutes. Phone line they close. Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Hello, Chukwe. This is Helen McDavis. I call from United Kingdom.
Yes, Helen, you get 3 minutes, ma.
Thank you very much. I say thank you to everybody we don't make them contribution. I'm not really one call because I look a bit tired. But this last man in call, I thank him for his contribution, but for me, it look harsh for say, would I want die? We get many categories of people in that country. Some people are so lucky for letting get people the way they abroad. Even some day and that way they get people the way they not get they abroad, but they get people the way they do business. There are some people that for even get a pound, just a 1 pound, equivalent to about 13,000 some hundred per day. They know they able to get them. With this lockdown, you are in America, I am in the United Kingdom. Now first world countries them. Then they lock with they give you what they eat. But they want them, some people they not even know safe say the president not even know say then they around. This is so sad. Yes, people they know they go according to the rules and regulations. Yes, we all know that. But look at the campaign where they be the campaign. Even we, your mama, when at the first lady of Sierra Leone, they wear mask. They go between many people. They dance. They make all kinds of things. Then they alone, they make the other people and they copy and bad to them. So if you can't talk, say, make them die, let them keep them die. I'm so sorry. Maybe you people, they're all there, okay. But some of you people, where then they end up. For me, yes, me people, they not go die with angry. Like right now, I don't see them from this morning. I don't try for let them get something where they put in a house. But for the other, the layman, they're not able to get them. So if you can say, if you want them, some people in that country, then for exempt from mask, wearing mask. Then get some like we in a United Kingdom here, so we get standing. So people because of medical reasons, so then they're not able to put mask. It affects them. It make them they feel bad. So they're not able. When they force them with no medical checkups, no nothing, then just they use them because they not get option. The policeman necessarily they implement it, they need to use them. Most of them they don't use them. We all they see. So what about the poor people? The way you go talk say, if you want let them die, my dear brother, me no want let them die. We just pray that God will put go intervene in that country day. Can you imagine? We not even get a single penny in the country. They say day. So when we go able to get that vaccine, for let you put them vaccinated, they vaccinate the people. Them we not sabi. This is really sad. For the borders, them I tell you, there's nothing they can do about it. Because I've been in that country, I've been doing business in Guinea Conakry during the war, where they say Guinea lock them border, but I still pass in and out for go buy any business and come back. When you go, you meet Guinea man, you tell and say, hey, do you do for God? He said, God no they ever come on up, can give me what I eat. He said, yes, I know say it. Then they pray 5 daily prayers. But they know they believe say, now God they come up can give you what they say, give me the money. If you give me money, they pass. I like you put dead body inside or cats or anything, we get money, then they pass. So they are brothers and sisters. They look now we for educate to people them. Me, where I tell me company say, I say then they can't lock. We say, but they are left with them, they can't lock. Not me young person where it be say, now my friend, well educated up to for Bay College. They argue with me, say, but they are left me and nothing. I say Koni left COVID day. He said, no, not for Unanda. Me no one they see na television they put diamond say they na this like that say yes we will not they put diamond in na television because not all man want see diamond. So they are what they talk sometimes what they talk so some people then they will go listen then they feel bad like me in general they feel bad for let you talk say if they want to make them die no let them not die now people them do are big. If you get, go they send. If you get now your section or you place where you come out. If you get way for do right now, send money, make the help. So the one they the people not the people they no more. The one they will not get, let you send. If not 20 pound, 10 pound, $1 or $2, send for them. Say, mama, they are giving them people they didn't know say they not get in the area. Then you say if they are and die. Now big trouble now in the car so back. Thank you very much, Triple A. I'm sorry if I'm a bit loud. I don't know.
All right, thank you very much, Alan.
Never mind. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, caller, you there live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Triple A, this Alaji, you come from Maryland.
Yes, Alaji, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, we talk with emotions because of what they see, there were people and still they in denial. So a lot of us we talk because of emotion are very, very high. We say they try for put resources, they try for make, then you understand, and say if you trouble can they, your resources they perish and you lost. Now even family members them, people that salon they feel say the COVID, if will be like Ebola, then for see say yes, now this they do. The way them the day in denial of Ebola until Ebola starts, taking people's lives. That's when they notice, that's when I don't late. And COVID not there so. COVID not go for make where you go touch somebody or you see somebody they defecate over under, they vomit all and they no. that this with Salone people do not understand and make them they in denial because they need see the disease, the kind of they see the Ebola. So, but how long would they talk? Would they come on and so would they go? Would they talk? Many of them, they listen. Then they listen to them forum here because they listen to other forum and wouldn't they talk? When they say they cause me cause and do all kind of thing. Yet would they adhere to them? Would they admonish them? But they still not believe. They still not believe. I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard for try for convincing people here because what you again for do? We don't convince them. They still in denial. And yet, we not go pray for them. Say, you understand? And say, let the thing go, attack them, let begin kill people and all that thing. And they, But I mean, what they want to let we do because we normally now we go for go under now we go for go to people over and now people all day. Now they go there for go have fun actually because we don't work with chef now so we can go under for go relax. If that's they go under, astagfirullah, like we like I don't say go under. If that they can spread out, you understand, they begin actually kill people in the way they kill people in also. Because today alone, up to 6 o'clock, what CNN, immediately about 3,001 would die for today, up to 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Immediately 3,001, and it still a count. Just imagine if in a salon, nothing happen every day, 4,000 people die every day. If you lose 100 people die every day, I mean, it's not good for see. So what you know, we go see, you understand? Let we they talk to the AYV, the SLBSP, they get like 30 minutes or 10 minutes and commercial. Where they sensitize the people throughout the ministers them, the stakeholders, what they oversee, what can then also. So where most of the people now we then they listen to. Let we they talk to them back, not continue for talk to them because it's not easy. This year is very, very bad. The other moment we get, they are Lord is continue for sensitize them back. And let where they don't hear word, Lord continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and say the call from, please.
Hi, this is Janet Martha Musa here. I call from London.
Yes, Janet, what do you get for me?
When we talk about this situation, we go come into place. The lockdown, it brings back to me a lot of memories, sad memories, because last year when they get our first lockdown, we get a good number of people and we die simply because the hospital and not be they accept them, whether they were COVID related or not. Made all lost 2 of my family members through that kind of arrangement. So me waiting me go like for see, for let NACOVAC go able for encourage the hospital them. Say, well, I know say they get that then test so they can do where you arrive. But waiting happen during that lockdown, during that period, they don't be even accept people into the hospital. At that time they happen. And I even get for write to the boss of NACOVAC, I did write to him to say, people and they die unnecessarily, when they do the test finally, my niece was not COVID related, not a COVID related disease can go hospital, but she died. She was only 28 years old. They've been treated quickly. I should say go day with we by now. So it happened to other people as well. A lot of people let me write on my Facebook. We complain about that. So Triple A, me on concern tonight. It's about the lockdown is very important, yes, but also many talk to the hospital, whether private hospital, whether public hospital, government hospital, make them try for create a balance. People in sick and come, when I do them test outside and then try for treat them, not just to listen to because when I afraid them, And the other thing somebody talk about also about provision for the people away, when they get their antemortem and sleep. I think so government really that call away the London. So we get them placed outside and they call if you need help, they get money for food, then they tell you say go to a place, we'll get something for eat, so go up and die. But I think government get that kind of funding and when they don't want that full standing, when they give money in different areas. We hope so they will put that into place, put system into place. You try for save lives, and then on one hand, on the other hand, people and they die. It doesn't make sense. Men try to do something to help people we're not able for getting antimot, while they are being locked down. Thank you so very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Janet. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who side call from, please.
Yeah, Sulaiman Bango, I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Triple. The good job we did do for the entire nation. Let God bless you and let God continue to empower this platform. Me, I not get long talk on this take. It's like waiting with big people and they say, you know, they hide stone in your pocket. You tell the people in no stone. The old problem na salon. Now we lead at them. This government, you know, they treat with people and rights. If you know say COVID na reality, you know say COVID, you ready for treat COVID, you ready for treat this problem. The law we they put, now you get for empower the law. No provoke people them. No minimize. No one is above the law. No one. You know who go turn up in public, they talk, you they dance, you they tell people let no wear masks. You know they wear masks. Because of the power and they don't get power. Because of the power and they no able to execute their own power. How you feel say them people will feel? You know they afraid you God. You they say that people they wear masks. You know they wear masks. The poor one they will not get what then they eat, then they come out for go fair what then they eat. You they go brutalize them. Waiting and they go fair the pull up from them. Let them respect the law. Let them respect. First lady, you know they wear masks. You know they put on masks. The ministers they know they put on masks. Like what that woman they talk in London. Now reality, people in the talk because then they feel say this party. Which thing they want to do now they do. Not people know they talk because of party. People they talk in the interest of the poor and will not get voice. If na salon you do so Tripoli, you feel say waiting. People for they criticize you because of what you they do. You not to party. You not to party man. You not to SLPP. You not to NGC. You not to SLP APC. But you they talk because of the love of the country and which they benefit the country, which they help the poor one them. God don't give una power today. Now the poor, people now they cry for una, now they vote for una, now they turn up understand for una. Una no can advantage them. They not get what they eat. So many organizations and they where they distribute marks them. Some people they know they get the organization where they give the leader they say una go give social people, una go give social community. Then they put anything in their pockets them because of they don't get people who they audit them. They don't get people who they chase say waiting then give you don't go do them. This government let them not take and say because they are superior, but let them not advantage people them. Let them show example. All man know say this sick na real. But let them show example to the people and say this thing na real. Let them wear masks. We they wear masks. We put on masks. You talk to boys, they put on masks. America, we go society first. We the enter, you get complex. You know say, I not for enter without masks. But you go now, when you go now office, you meet the why you go meet, you know wear masks. Policeman there, we get 1,000, 2,000. You know wear masks, you get 1,000, 2,000. You go free. No, not that. You get for respect the law. You put the law now for respect them. You wear the devil, now you for make let people afraid the devil. Me you take this. Let this government let for advantage people them. Let them respect the poor one them. The least person, let them get your rights. If I take this, I tell you thank you. Let God make we leader them. Let them respect the poor one them. Let God put sorriness in their hearts. Let them love the country. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please.
My name is Mohammed Kaji. I call from Australia.
Yeah, I don't know. Would they get feedback? I don't know if now this how we do. But continue. You got 3 minutes. So what's your contribution?
My contribution towards the news women towards coronavirus information of Leone is happening. The thing we get to say is this thing. I don't talk on so many phones. Now, Leone, right? This political affiliations, I don't policy. Honestly, even if we know say it's not easy, we know the country is not strong that kind way they affect this particular sickness because there are so many things, so money they go inside, we then they concentrate on. But if we set as individuals take precaution and take this advice, we go able to move ahead. We go able to be Leone COVID free. Sure. But because of when something happens, I've been at so many social media platforms. People and they take this thing as joke. They born coronavirus China. They grew up in America. Now they make business in Israel. You see, these people and make joke out of this thing. This thing is not a joking. Even where I've been in Australia, if they come inside, and they're working at the airport, if they come inside Australia here, right? You pay 3,000 for your quarantine fee. You, the individual, $3,000. Where they're going to put you in a hotel for 14 days or 21 days for check if you will get to show any signs or any symptoms of coronavirus. You see how serious they be. But if Natalie they implement such measures, people will still come into politics. So this politics accumulation so poor be bad. We individually now we get to come together. We see some of these things from we disassociate ourselves at all from politics. And then we see how then what we do with that, we help the media for make them talk for we. Because we are not going for talk for we, as far we come at the media for contribute now out of political affiliations. We don't take sentiments, right? But if we as individuals and as Leoneans, we take out pull we step away from politics at all. We left the politics to the politicians. The one that will fix themselves inside the politics. Then we sit back. Then we go for make the media do the work. This thing we want to do is the right thing. Not the way people for land from, not the way we now we for tell we people them, but they no go do them. They no go do them because they want for sit down say well all things well, then we go take them for criticize them. This night they happen. This night they happen. No development, no go happen. Even if something that happens, like the last time I be glad to contribute, I know the call not be able to go through the tell them they talk about the airport, right? I be want to contribute. If the media, if we don't disassociate ourselves from politics, the media for able to tell the government say this is not the right thing, or guide the government say this now you for do first before you do this. But we don't go for do them. The media not go for do them. The government not go listen because they go to think say this particular media where they propagate to, beaucoup people where they come, they for APC, beaucoup people where they come, they talk for SRP. This is this kind of thing. So just as an individual, we need to sit back away from politics and take precautions. And let me take some of the measures that it's not easy for take, but let me get for take them because if we want to make the country COVID free, and then see how we get for do. This kind of contribution.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Oh, this is Sanu on the call from Wayo. How are you?
Good. Sanu, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. People and for always compare what they happen in the Western world than Sierra Leone, where now almost 60% of the people in that country they are illiterate. People don't know. People in the farm who still they sleep in a thatch house. They still in that country. You know, so the COVID, now the government for set a bad example by the government. But looking at the situation as Sierra Leone, what governments they always get power from the people. Government always is scared for implement a tough decision because they feel say when they bring a tough decision. That's right. When they feel say sorry about that, man. Feel say when they make a tough decision, they automatically then go lost votes. That's not the fear of African leaders so all the time towards the people. What they cause that? Not because of illiteracy. You know, COVID is real. If people in the, Africa, they're very simple for me to abide by the law. If you see 2-3 people sample a car, Ebola ravage them. My brother, you go see Salon man, they come out self treat again. But because of this thing, they kill people, that smuggle way, they kill people, only see like how people and they die. Now make people don't want to take this thing serious. Like we all in Naya, who they see them. But even the SSF, if you see some man is not care SSF, not care. Even who's how they work, I don't know the word marks and stuff. So because of the people are not able to say them people are then they didn't death then they well then the load people are like a motorcast for go will bear them. They don't care. So what people like always say compare how things will go back there. But we are not there yet. We don't get the money then they we don't get on. If government gets a good economy and for able to shut down the economy, it's okay, the old man didn't go feel now will play. But we say go plan. There is some people who they work out for government and automotive and can't lock down again. It will be very difficult. They don't go abide the law. No possible moment they abide the law. I'm telling you. The same man they would implement the law, now they broke back because they buy back and they get money. Let me not take down, Debra. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sanu.
Yeah.
Sanu, now we last caller. I want for believe say everybody don't get a bite. Yes, now we last caller, Dandy. Governments don't introduce curfew and other measures them. This time around, na Freetown na in there under lockdown. The previous time, before government come with the lockdown, a lot of people made a call for government for lock Freetown down. For say Freetown really need for lockdown. Because now all the cases them be they come out that 10 day. But government be the dragging foot. Then finally, government become with measures them with the lockdown and then be lock down the entire country. At that time, people be they call for Freetown lockdown, but government lock the entire country down. Now, maybe because of that particular time day where people be they call say na Freetown for lockdown, then right now all these cases them where they rise up and down, in and out, na Freetown get the highest numbers. Government say, okay, you know it in Freetown, let we lock and down. Because if you listen exactly this particular press release, not to foresee now all the areas. Remember before, they come on at one district go other side. Yeah, before they come on at one district go other side. But now this one now only Freetown. If you want to come out at the western area where the top of Freetown, the top of Waterloo and all those areas, if you want to come out today, for go, I want for believe maybe this is go direct to Songo or mile 38. I don't know how far then go direct this one anyway. Or another new thing and I did the lockdown. But tomorrow, na Nakovac will go ask all them questions, yeah? Let we hear if they get an answer for we go simplify them. But what you try for say na Freetown na in the under lockdown now. Because waiting do all inside the way not being get COVID-19 cases. Now people then come on a Freetown and go now the provinces. Now make themselves all they pop now with the COVID-19 cases them. In Freetown, how do we contain the virus? A lot of people don't able for say yes. the first lady not wear face mask up until today after this press release don't come out where they do the donation. We see her with face mask. So we feel to say, well, now going forward, it go begin for wear face mask. Because now, until the press release don't say, and we expect people them in authority for wear face mask. A lot of things don't happen where there was no regulation during the festive season. Regulations not there. And we can't deny that. Even though police become, they tell we, they threaten we everything, but it not been there. And this one where people still they say on a diaspora and I they tell Salon say to right now, I know one for feel to say we suppose for they take a shot at diaspora on this. No. Salon people in safe. Now they feel say COVID not the Salon. You try for talk about COVID to somebody na free to on a salon. Make it tell you say una na una get COVID yanda. Make it tell you that word today. Dande na inde with the now. For say COVID na una get them. So that one way at the time where people they say oh COVID not the salon, COVID not the salon. As right now the one day na salon na they no believe say COVID did it. Period. Come to the curfew. I think for me, right now, all these measures, it ain't in place. Me, Tripoli, that's what I feel. That's the only time we then go get the people them attention. But you go only get what you want from this one. Where it be say, we live by example and we pass the message to the people them. Curfew that don't they? You don't get all attention. On Monday, curfew they start. All man know why curfew they start. Explain to them every day for that 2 weeks day. Teach them, tell them why then they under lockdown right now. Why curfew that day na they can't give. So that everybody go understand the reason why this curfew that day. Because it's like correcting somebody where they do wrong. Now in this one day for now. But if we go just come, we put the curfew there and just let them say after 2 weeks we come back, message not they go across for make we understand say now this thing what we do during this festive season. Now the reason why we not the wear face mask, now the reason why we not the social distance, now the reason why we not the wash wearing, now I make we depend this. I've been saying that now yeah say we go come to them where they go carry their measures them back because of the thing the way we they do. So now the term this now for telling say now then thing the way we do, where we all from political leaders come to the least people in Sierra Leone, we are all responsible for this. We are all. Yes. Sometimes we need for reason well. We self the people of Sierra Leone, we need for reason well. If you dey share fence or your neighbor, you tamam, saying a gentleman, you na poor man, there are certain things in the way your neighbor go do. You go look ping, you go no say you. If you do am, it go bet you better one. You no go do am. You go able reason. You no go say, look me neighbor they do am. You no go say so. Because you know what thing do, you know say the level is not to the same. What are they try for saying now? We all know say the political leaders them now do as I say, not to do as I do. We know that. But you self the salon person for able reason and say, if something do me today, I go lost my life. Because waiting do, the hospital bill I not go able to forget them. The attention where I need I not go able to forget them. So for see them one them where they before they do it then they do, you copy from them and do them, you they put yourself at risk. Yes, we want to see the leaders them live by example. We want to. But since then they fail with our side, why we not man up? Why we not man up and say, you know what thing? Even though then they do that day, let we do the right thing. Yes, people then go say, oh, now the illiteracy, now the this. No, sometimes we need for a reason on we own and make the right decision. Now this, now end only do it to usai will country day like it today. But for me, for this right now, where we get in the country, where the CURFEW and all the measures there with they, are they in support of them? Are they in support of them? But are the people and now go give their attention to the one them we get for talk? But this is not the time we want to see people and political leaders them, people and the kind of the public without face mask, or they put their face mask under their chin, or no social distancing. Then I end and now go say yes, now advantage una they seize by the people them. Because una no say CURFEW that no get for block una. Una no say all and loss then they no get for bet una. So una they try for seize advantage on the people and say una do this and this, but una not look we. No, we want to look and copy from which una they do. So without that, it will be a difficult one at the country. Hand washing. Who say a network now will donate? You know, even why you the struggle will be get for people them for maintain their hand wash station then they. You know, even one for Yeri. And now it don't be implemented again. We donate mask now. What do we self no do for help? We comedians them. Then put out skits them. We play on our TV stations then a salon. So we self we try we only little bit for make people them understand say coronavirus day. We did. It's rather unfortunate because of the experience we get from Ebola. So we are expecting coronavirus for give it that kind of experience day. People for die, people for this, people for that, and then we know say, oh, something dangerous there around. But COVID-19 is not like that. It's not like that. People in the way don't go through this particular virus. We delicate today, they are still not the same. They are still not the same. People we don't go through them, today they not be the same. Even though they go they test, they are negative, but they are still not the same. I get people where they talk to. They're still not the same. So waiting at the try for saying make we able for reason and let we safe. Let we let we safe. Let we let we safe. Because if we let we safe, you go do waiting right for you safe. And I hope say, when will we, you know waiting, sometimes we can mon ami. Sometimes it can really mon ami. For say, people them where in authority, then for able to feel the pinch when they do something wrong. But you know what make that one they no go work? Because the person will be the champion. Now they wear face mask, now the first lady. So if they not take action against them, who they again in authority will then go take action against? Not this Sunday, but the Sunday before this, AYV on Sunday, who to 6 people and see, don't they? No face mask. If they make their elbow so then they touch themselves, me and you not watching Then they will go say now the festive season in London. Even though Tripoli, go on YouTube, go watch. Wait, because you know, so when I start the program, I always they give COVID-19 status update. People they take and make fun. But you, when no say forget Gary, na trouble. You, when no say for drink clean water, na trouble. You, when no say for survive, for hustle, you get for hustle hard before you survive, na trouble. You know go save yourself? You know go save yourself? God bless we get strong immune system for this. We get strong immune system for this. Now, they God bless we. Because if not to that one day, because even now they talk, so people still not believe say COVID-19 is alone. Because what you do that, they say, me need to see the person. I need to see the person. Even at the world safe. You get people who they na salon, they look and they say, bro, now talk about they talk every day. You know they see the people who they die. Every time they do the G number there. Me don't talk to people in a salon, they tell me that what they. Say, but who sound like this yourself, you know they then they give you number there no more. But we don't want to make the worst happen in a salon. We don't want. This one come, we Ebola become, now we suffer hard. Now COVID-19 don't come. We dey na tier 1 or the lower tier if ever. Are they we dey? We then they even say we na the safe countries them. Now look waiting. They get 30s, 40s. Now up they go so back. Measures them don't begin come back. I don't believe say government want for put their measures, yeah? But they have to do it. If they no want put themselves for humanity's sake, because of election sake, because they go let them vote for them, they no go and put her. They no go and put her. But we see them go to the extent they put her. No say themselves they look one kind we say. If we then put on people that they say, oh na WHO money na in they want. Yes, we get fine weather. Yes, we get all these things, but you want for tell me say, wait, somebody from the diaspora, right, go salon, or for one reason somebody pass na the borders then go salon, or somebody for one reason come in contact with the virus, and the virus one because na salon, it just disappear one thing. No, it must make in your way first. It must make for dance maringa. Then now we go meet say things tranga, then he not able. So what will they try for Sinaya? Me, for make this thing, then send a second wave. Tomorrow I get for tell them, and Nakovac. The last time I asked them and say parliament, this and that. I want to see people in authorities being penalized for flouting the rules. Because Nakovac na inside no more would they see them, they wear face mask. And inside it. Me say if I want believe say something they didn't knock you wear. Now they can inside no more they wear. So I want for see people in authorities face fines, face consequences. They be don't put fine them. They be don't put her. Who said then they write say no mask, no entry. Now then they enter back without mask. We ask I say it in my pocket. It in my bag. Or he put her under in chin. So even if na Uda he put her under in chin, where he not supposed for, let the law better. From where they make that first one, the way they say, then go people and self in authorities, then go find it. They ever find anybody in authorities? No, but then find people and we get shop there. Then find drivers there. Then find passengers there. But they not ever find somebody with in authority. You want tell me say they all be doing correct one? No. They not doing correct one. But trust me, if they begin find the one them with in authority, people go land and say, no. But even at that, Some people go still come back say, now for face no more. They not get for pay that money. Dey. Even if they can't pay the money before the camera, they go say, now for face back. When you see them turn, then they go give them. They go give the person back the money. So if na only reason here, they make them say, people and go out this the process and whatever, make them need they do. No, let them do it. At least that person if he get shame, we go see her. Say he get shame. Because, like I said, that first thing, they find people and drivers, shop owners, this and that, they find, but they don't ever find somebody in authority. And they won't tell me, say, them people and within authority, they're all being correct. So let's see then they find them. Trust me, Salomon, he go afraid. He go afraid. Even the policeman, they say they put under their chin. Some of the policemen in our businesses they take and do. When they break transport, who don't not get, they get the bubble they sell for them. Hey, cancel na ya. When they use mask don't then get that the money then go business don't. All band they use and take make business. Waiting do not because you refuse for adhere. Now that policeman take advantage over you. Because if you get any tell you go buy me own. Eh? And that's in a lot of institutions in a salon be shaped mask. Yes, mask, not easy for wear. That is not true. We all go agree with that. It's not easy for wear. But however, if you love your life, you go do them. Even you not love your life, but if you love the next person, because you can come in contact. You are symptomatic. You not even know self say you get her. You go pass until your granny, your grandpa will get underlying conditions. Then we lost the person for nothing. And still yet you don't know say now you know the reason for that person they for loss in life. Tomorrow I go ask Nana Kovac. But they say essential service. Now get for the left return for go. So the one they did then get for the pay for the test. Because still yet we know say they're supposed for they do community testing. Because me, I don't talk and say me what this salon. Maybe every 2 weeks I go test. So that I know say are they fine. People I need to talk. Let reach salon. Some man not get for like me. Because I don't talk. I say I network then I saw you for. Because I think you didn't hear me. Because I will check your temperature, I will get wipes, you go everything before you go enter me motoka. You know go say make person go check because even if you are care you go check. Oh me, you know part company, I don't know side they go, I don't know what they go do. So you don't see. Yeah. Below which. But would they expect people in authority they love for better than this time? Una not just focus on the ordinary people. Una not focus on them. Una find media houses them. Una find them. We know they adhere to the rules. But una no handle. Una just they take this time, make people in the give una bad name back. Una safe back now that one day. Because I say we talk pan the dog, let not forget for the bone. Una safe now that one day. Una safe now that one day. And then they do the correct thing. I made the people themselves then they feel to say, bro, yeah, let's just ride along. But the people in back, you go blame yourself. You go sure blame yourself. Because trust me, Fundy. But me, what I say, who they watch, the one they go for travel, say then they go out, who they watch them right now. Because sometimes some man don't get arrangement out of the country. And then they go knock the vaccine first. Bam. Where they for go take the other. Who go they count the days themselves in between. Until between 21 to 28 days. Now you go take the second one. So they watch where they left first, where they can when then they left back. And not call name. Yeah? And I can say just on a Tripoli. And I can say that Tripoli and I say, what I say? I say who they watch. Where people in the left now the country. Whose side then they go, waiting then they go do, and waiting then they carry it. Aha. A country get. Otu Pambado. Just a count normal. For long no left behind. Since we go school, we need for know the numbers them. How the numbers then they roll, not so? Aha. We'll go there back tomorrow. With the good old days. Salon people them. Monday they come. Coffee order go start. Una know why? Because una not be the reward. Na I make. But if una reward, una do it in right, una go enjoy. Me I be wish self saying a free tongue. Na I no more they lick the coffee order. Free tongue. I be wish say na they no more. Then all the other side then, let them enjoy. If somebody they do waiting right, make you enjoy. Make you enjoy. That's what me feel. I be wishing a Freeton no more than do this coffee order. All the measures them pack and per Freeton. Me Freeton they look say, look over yonder ba. Look over yonder. Now then they enjoy so look them ba. Because then they do it right. And then one then they self go to watch Freeton say, if we mistake like Freeton, then go lock with and give we coffee order all. You know, so for be like the border wall, the one the way they now the part of Freetown outside the coffee they bet, then they don't the one the way they across then they over there, then they enjoy. The one they now they watch there, how then they live. So then one they self go land say if we mistake, and so then go do like the one then they. They're able for doing. Any say where the guy cases now they on the lockdown and give them coffee order. That's in the all this that's in the you go no say for maintain. If we all in at this neighborhood, then I will see say they misbehave, they tell say not way how. Because then they not can lock we down just not for your carelessness. I think so. But we free tongue now then they misbehave, they all side for suffer for them. I make. Even though this one a free tongue not they able to come out, but the other side them back then they able to come free tongue. But government, please. Free tongue are there. Now they have for deal with. And now then can come out and go pollute and corrupt other people. Like. Now then una for be don't deal with better one. Even the minister there, that then we can't people that can go to the provinces. If not to extension, they should not go. Let them stay na Freetown. Because now they all. But they all like you get inside bite today. We go for go cham mumunye. You go pass and get down the then seven get you side bites at the tongue. Instead go pass and get down the lot of so the thing they go. Also, they say then some can go their own. To me, so they are big. Some can go there over go chamu here and our upline day. I make some money weekend in April tamo. Jiggy. I don't eat up there. Say then they per meeting. I got a puna. Anyway, I'll leave here. We'll be back tomorrow with the good old days. Till we meet again, Triple A say, ta-ta.